wanting to track your high scores and challenge other players, then there is an app out there that we're going to highlight here that you can use that Arcade Galactic is a part of, and this is called Arcade Sidekick. Now this is available on both iPhone and Android devices. It can be obtained from the two different stores. It's not a free app, it is $3, but once you get it, you can create a profile, as you see here, where you can track which games you've put high scores onto, and it even has a kind of an experience point thing there for your profile. It has the different scores. Now the games that it'll show are games that you say that you've played, and then you put in your own score. It's kind of an honor system based thing. Now of course for Arcade Galactic high scores we will need to see proof of your score beforehand, but you can also have friends on there as well from different users that are using the app, and you can even have enemies on there too, which is kind of interesting. But there's a few hundred users on there currently, but if you join up, then perhaps you can add one of us. This app also allows you to get notified if somebody defeats your high score that you've previously posted. And it has a lot of games on it. Now currently I think it has most arcade games that we have at both of our Arcade Galactic locations. I know when we opened up the Ogden location, they added in a bunch of games that we added there, including Luigi's Mansion Arcade and House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn. And so with any of the games, whether we have them or not, what you can do is you look through the list of what's available, and then you pick a game. Some of them will have a picture. You can choose, by default it'll say not played, but if you've played it, you choose played, and then you can give the game a rating, like this. And sometimes it may take a moment. I think my phone's a little slower. It's a little older LG model, and so it's not the fastest thing out there. But once you put a rating down, it'll put that into the pool of ratings from other users. You can upload your score, and then I was just doing a fake test here because I don't remember the high score that I have on Rolling Thunder, but all you do is click upload score after you've put that in, and then it sends it there. Now you can then go to the leaderboards. Now if you have any friends on the app, you can see how they've done on it. You can also go and see what the all-time leaderboards are as it's loading here. Also in the middle there that I don't think I show is clubs, and we'll get into clubs in a minute. But as you can see, for something like Rolling Thunder, there's quite a few scores there, and that's a game that we don't have at Arcade Galactic. You can also send challenges to either a club or other users. You can also share your score online using the app, so that's a handy little feature there. And this is just showing the different categories, or you can just go to all games, and that's where you can scroll through the huge list. And so overall, this is just an app that makes it really easy to track your scores, see how you've rated them, see how others have rated them, see how others have done. It makes for a lot of fun going to the arcade. It also has Pinball, which it has in a separate category, as you can see here, and that's one that I personally need to go into and add more of my scores and ratings. Custom games is in the event that it doesn't have a game on the list. You can put in your own there, but it also allows you to submit games if they're missing. Here's a feature that's fairly new. If you have friends on there, you can do a head-to-head challenge, but you both have to play the same game. Now here's the clubs. So Arcade Galactic is on the clubs, and so this allows us to track different users and scores, and we can do challenges. And so if more of you get on there, then we can go ahead and have a lot more challenges, and this is something you could do on your own time. I'll just join a club there. It's pretty easy. As you can see, there's a lot of different clubs. There's US Gamers, so I'll just join that club, and then if anybody from that club issues a challenge, it'll show up in my messages. Like when I load in the app next time, if there's a new challenge, it'll let me know, and if we get more people into the Arcade Galactic Club, then we can do that. And then it also shows the top 50 games, and again, this is per user ratings. And so, as you saw earlier, you can go in, pick any game you want. When you say you've played it, then you pick a star between 1 to 10 stars, and it also separates it out between video and pinball machines. And then you can also see recent activity as to what your friends have been up to, what scores they've set. So again, this is on Apple iTunes, it's on the Google Play Store. It's a little under $3, so while not free, it has a lot of cool stuff in it, and so I'd highly recommend grabbing it. So be sure you do, and then we'll start setting some high scores.